Well, Thomas, welcome back. Appearing at London for the O2 finals for the 6th time now, and you only actually appeared in the semi-finals here once before. How determined are you to improve on that record, and how confident are you of doing so, considering your recent form?
Oh yeah, I'm glad to be back. It's been another good and successful season so far, so I'm really looking forward for this run here in London, and that's just the goal, just have a good and strong start from the first match, and just keep going one by one, and it would be great to qualify from the extremely tough group, but really, as I said, needs to go one by one, and the week could be still quite long.
In very general terms, and how important is it for you, the top guys, to appear for these finals each year?
Well, it's great to be here. It's just a proof of having a great season, and it's just for the 8 best guys in the world. So for me, really, it's a great result of the season to qualify it for the 6th year, and being part of that, especially this time when when we are in the tennis era of Novak, Rafa, Roger, and all those guys. So it's great to be part of that.
As you say, a particularly tough group, but actually all 8 players, so it always is the top 8 players in the world, but maybe even more so this year. All 8 of you guys really seem to be hitting form at good time. We certainly saw in Paris last week, most of the guys getting to the latter stages. It does feel like everyone's in pretty strong form, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think so. I think that especially the end of the year has been pretty strong from the top 8 guys, and I think it's been the sooner we know all of the top 8 guys who's going to qualify, so that means also that we have been doing quite well during the year, and that's how it is right now. I think that the top level is pretty far, and it's going to be an interesting week.
Obviously all 8 very strong, but one player in particular has stood out this year. And what can we say about Novak? You did push him pretty hard last week in Paris, two sort of tight tie breaks to see it out, but why has he become so almost unbeatable at the moment?
Yeah, he's really strong for this season. I think he's having an unbelievable season so far, and for me the match in Paris was a good match with a bit of unlucky in the end of each sets, having a set points in each of the sets, but he just proved that he's really strong this year. He's very consistent, very strong on the tough moments, and then really his level of game is really on top right now.
And then finally for me, obviously it is the end of season. If you had to give yourself a sort of school report, how would you assess your sort of year, looking back at it over the year?
What's the top, and what's the chart?
Would you give yourself an A+ or A-? How would you look back?
Okay, well, 10 is maximum, right?
Yeah, well, if you do it in a number.
Okay, if you're in 10, so I would say 7.5.
Okay.
So and there is still space, so let's hope that I can move it out after this week. That might help quite a lot.